Hello, hello. It is Lanissa and Kate, and we are coming back at you with another episode of What's Hot and What's Not for Physician Liaisons and Healthcare Sales Reps. And today we are talking about the whirlwind. And today we're actually talking about breaking up with the whirlwind. We initially thought about, should we say withstanding the whirlwind, but we decided no, because we don't want to withstand the whirlwind. We want to get out of the whirlwind. So
no relationship with the whirlwind.
We're done. We're done with the whirlwind. So what in the world do we mean when we talk about the whirlwind? So if you've been in external sales for any amount of time, you probably know what we're talking about when we talk about the whirlwind. It can come from your own expectations, your own goals that you're trying to accomplish. It can come from tasks or things that your leadership gives you to do. It can come from customers. We need this, we need that. We needed this yesterday. We needed this 6 months ago. We need this tomorrow. And so that is what the whirlwind is. All of these demands on you and on your time and on your energy and on your brain power that all of a sudden, before you know it, you've just got so many demands that you're just spinning and spinning and spinning until you feel like you're spinning out of control. And so that's not going to be good for anybody. And so it's time to break up with that whirlwind. And Kate, I know that you have some thoughts about the whirlwind and specifically even breaking up with the whirlwind. So we'd love to hear about that.
Yeah, I've been in a few whirlwinds myself, been definitely caught up in them. The term whirlwind really comes from a book called The 4 Disciplines of Execution. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend check it out. Yeah, it applies to like everything in life. But it talks about the whirlwind being all these things that are coming at you. And if you're not able to prioritize them or to move them where they fit in your schedule of what you're trying to accomplish, then you just become that hamster on a wheel. Like you're just running and running and running and running, and you're so tired and you're so stressed out, but like nothing is actually getting done, nothing of importance, right? In the whirlwind, like you said, it can come from your boss, it can come from your coworker, it can come from your clients. I mean, we've all had that doctor call us and or that office manager call us and be like, we need brochures tomorrow. We haven't had brochures in 3 months and we need them tomorrow. And you're like, what's happening tomorrow? Okay. And are you going to just completely upend your call cycle and drive those brochures 60 miles away to that doctor? No, the correct answer is no.
No.
Please. Hopefully we're thinking no. But you can call that office manager back and say, hey, yes, I will get you those brochures. I'm actually going to be in your area on next Tuesday. Does 1 o'clock sound good? Would love to bring you guys some bagels or something like that. I don't know, but you're giving them an answer of what time you can do that. And so all of these requests that come at you, the best way to break up with it, with the whirlwind and stop it from turning into this all-consuming churn of tasks that you don't actually want to do or that aren't actually for you, is to just read the threat level. I mean, assess it like, okay. And it talks about this in that book. Like, is it urgent? Is it important? Is it urgent important? Like, is it super important and needs to be done like right this second? Or is it super important, but I can do it as long as it's done by the end of this month? Then you can prioritize that as needed in your baseline pattern, which we talk a lot about patterns and call cycles in some of our other videos. So definitely check those out.
Yep.
Yeah, because having that pattern, having that baseline is how you can break up with the whirlwind. And if you're just living in that constant reactivity of like everything that's coming at you is a fire drill and it's all urgent important, then you will not have any peace in your day. Like you talked about for your sanity, you got to break up with the whirlwind. When you do break up with it and you're able to like receive those fire drill requests and put them in their right place and give them the acknowledgement that you heard their need and you're going to take care of their need in a time that makes sense for you, then you have that peace and you have better execution and results and productivity. So like it's a win for everyone. But definitely break up with that whirlwind. It's an abusive relationship. Don't be in it. Get out of it.
That's right.
Break up with it. Kick up to the curb.
Break up with the whirlwind. So if breaking up with the whirlwind is hot, then what's not hot is being consumed by the whirlwind. So a couple of practical ways that you can actually get out of the whirlwind, break up with the whirlwind, don't be consumed by the whirlwind, is really following that plan. If you know me, like Kate says, I am the #1 fan of the call plan. So
Number one.
that plan, sticking to that plan really helps you to not be consumed by the call cycle. The other thing is managing those expectations. Kate talked about that as well. If you have a doctor that says we need something, instead of dropping everything right then and getting sucked into the whirlwind, just let people know, great, I'm happy to take care of that for you. Here's when I can do that. Here's when I'll decide to take care of that. Here's when I'll be dropping those brochures in the mail for you. So just managing those expectations. And then the other thing, this is for me personally, one of the things that I learned, one of my triggers are, and I would say, learn what your whirlwind triggers are. And one of my triggers is email. And I learned when I was an external sales rep, field sales rep, if I looked at email first thing in the morning, I would get sucked into the email and it would really crater my whole day, because I might then not even get out in the field for 2 or 3 hours, and I would be working, but I wouldn't be moving the dial forward that I needed to move forward with my customers, with my leadership expectations, and because I was sucked into the email whirlwind. So make sure that you are knowing what your triggers are. For me, it's email. I know for a lot of you, it's email too, because I've had conversations with you about it. So set times, like block schedule your times. For me, I would check email at lunch, and I had a time limit on it. Like, this is 1 hour at lunch that I would open my computer and I would check these emails. And then again at the end of the day, and I would have these time limits on it. And so like Kate, like I just had to learn to prioritize. These are the most important emails that I have to respond to. Everything else is just email stuff that eventually I would clean out, and I would save those for my admin day. So all the stuff that just needed to be cleaned out got saved for the admin day. So,
and you knew you had an admin day coming up because you were sticking to your pattern. So you were able to play defense against those emails sucking you in because you knew you had a time to address them.
Exactly. So what we're talking about is sticking to patterns, which is another one of our other videos. So make sure you check that out as well. But those patterns, those plans, those things are very, very important for you to break up with the whirlwind. So if you want to learn more, you can learn more at lanissabrantley.com. And thanks so much for tuning in. We will see you next time.
Bye.